Hey guys, I just want to start the video off by saying sorry for the poor quality of video. My camera died midway through filming this video, so yeah, you're gonna have to be stuck with the worst possible quality, my computer camera. So today I'm going to be predicting the Champions League group stage. The first group is Benfica, CSKA Moscow, Manchester United, and Basel. I think it's pretty clear Manchester United should win that group, and I think they will, with Benfica in second and CSKA Moscow in third, although it could easily be Basel or Benfica, honestly, and Basel in fourth. United just has a far better roster than the other three teams, and to be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about the other three. I'm just kind of going off of what I know about them. Group B, Bayern Munich, Celtic, PSG, Anderlecht. I think it's pretty apparent which two teams will move on from that group. It's just a matter of who gets first, who gets second out of Bayern Munich and PSG. I think that Bayern Munich will just barely edge out PSG. I would not be surprised if that comes down to goal difference even. Even though PSG did get Neymar and Mbappe, I still think that Bayern has a slightly better roster. And then Celtic will probably get third, and Anderlecht will get fourth. I would say that one with a bit more confidence than the first two. Alright, then third group is Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Karabakh, and Roma. I personally think that... There goes my phone, so... Okay, back to what I was saying. I personally think that Juve will get Barcelona, just because Barca's gotten a lot weaker, and I think Juve's team, even though they haven't stayed the same, I think are about the same level. I do, however, think if Barca can perform, like if Ousmane Dembele can perform better, I think then that Barca would have a chance to go through, although I still think, not go through, get second, although I still do think that Juve will edge them out. And then third and fourth, I think Olympiacos going to get third and Sporting Lisbon get fourth, just because I feel Olympiacos has a slightly better team. Okay, Group B, Liverpool, Sevilla, Spartak Moscow, and Maribor. I think Liverpool will win that group with Sevilla in second, Spartak in third, Maribor in fourth. I think Liverpool could easily go out in the round of 16. Their roster's not that good, but they just got a very weak group. Sevilla is not really that good either, but I do think Liverpool has a slightly better roster. And then Spartak, I guess they probably could go through over Sevilla if some events went their way, kinda, and then Maribor's probably gonna get fourth. Group F's a pretty good group besides Feyenoord, because it's Feyenoord, Man City, Napoli, and Shakhtar. Read that wrong for a second. Although, I'm pretty sure City's going to win the group. I could also see Napoli getting first if City do what they do occasionally and just have their Champions League curse act up. However, I could also see Napoli getting third with Shakhtar going in front of them. I think Feyenoord's definitely going to get fourth. But I think City definitely has the strongest roster. It's just a matter of how they perform compared to how they can perform. With Napoli having the second best, and a little bit better than Shakhtar, but again, I could see Shakhtar going through it over them. So I see that with City winning it, Napoli in second, Shakhtar third, and Feyenoord fourth. Okay, moving on to the weakest group, we have Besiktas, Porto, Monaco, and Red Bull Leipzig. I think Leipzig's going to win the group, although it's definitely up to opinion. Depends on how Monaco play with losing a lot of their players. I still think Monaco will get second. However, I could easily see Porto going in over them, or, even Beşiktaş. Not really, actually, no. I think Beşiktaş could get third, but not really fourth. I think it's going to go Leipzig first, Monaco second, Porto third, and Beşiktaş fourth. But really, any of those teams could probably go through. I said Beşiktaş probably can't, but there's definitely a chance. Now I move on to easily the strongest group. Dortmund, Apoel, Real Madrid, and Tottenham. Real, although it's a very tough group, I think Real Madrid definitely still has the best roster of all of those teams, with the next best really being up for debate between Dortmund and Tottenham, and then obviously Apoel being the worst. So obviously not Apoel's going to get fourth. I think Real Madrid's going to win the group. There's definitely a lot of debate between second and third. I think that if you asked me last year, I would have said Dortmund, but they lost Ousmane Dembele and Emre Mor, which is taking away from their best strength, their depth, because their team was never insane. Well, I guess a couple years ago it was, but last year it wasn't insanely good. What they had was a lot of depth, and by doing that, by getting rid of those two, they lost some of their depth up top. And Tottenham's team pretty much stayed the same, so I do think Tottenham will just barely edge out Dortmund. And guess that's it. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Bye.